Imagine this: Tom, a 62-year-old retired teacher, wakes up every night, trudging to the bathroom, only to struggle with a weak stream. He brushes it off as just getting old. But then, a sharp pain in his lower back hits, and he's losing weight without trying. Sound familiar? Tom ignored these signs, and months later, he faced a prostate cancer diagnosis that turned his world upside down. I'm Dr. Will Smith, and I'm here to make sure that's not your story. Prostate cancer is the silent threat stalking 1 in 8 men over 60, killing over 30,000 in the U.S. last year alone, according to the American Cancer Society. But here's the truth: catching it early can save your life. In this video, I'll reveal 12 subtle signs of prostate cancer most men miss, signs you might be ignoring right now. You'll learn simple, everyday habits, like a 10-minute walk or a tomato-rich meal, backed by science, to protect your health. I'll also share Tom's journey, from fear to fighting back, so you can take control today. Don't let small clues become big regrets. Type 1 in the comments if you're ready to safeguard your future, and hit that subscribe button too. Join our quality senior living community. We're here to keep you strong and informed. Let's dive in and uncover the first sign that could change everything. Let's start with the first sign: a nagging sense your bladder never fully empties. Ever leave the bathroom feeling like something's still there? That was Tom's first clue. A 62-year-old who thought it was just age creeping up. This sensation, called incomplete bladder emptying, happens when an enlarged prostate presses on the urethra, slowing urine flow. A 2023 study from the Mayo Clinic shows this is an early red flag for prostate cancer in men over 60. Often missed because it feels so ordinary. Why does it matter? Ignoring it can let cancer grow silently. But here's the good news: you can act now. Start with a simple habit: drink cranberry juice daily. A 2024 Harvard study found cranberries reduce urinary tract inflammation, easing pressure on the prostate. Mix 8 ounces of unsweetened cranberry juice with water. Sip it each morning, and avoid sugary versions to keep inflammation low. Pair this with a 10-minute pelvic stretch. Sit, lean forward, and gently stretch your hips to boost circulation. Tom started this routine and noticed relief in weeks, giving him confidence to see his doctor. Don't wait for someday to protect your health. Try this juice and stretch combo today. It's simple but powerful. Comment 1 below if you're adding this to your routine. Let's keep Tom's story moving. His next clue was even more surprising. The second sign is a sudden urge to urinate that hits out of nowhere. Picture Tom, our 62-year-old teacher, rushing to the bathroom during a family dinner, barely making it. This urgent need, called urinary urgency, feels like your bladder's calling the shots. It's not just inconvenience. Prostate cancer can cause it by irritating the bladder. As the gland enlarges, a 2024 Johns Hopkins study found this symptom in 40% of early-stage prostate cancer cases. Among men over 60, often dismissed as normal aging. Ignoring it risks missing the window for early treatment. Here's how to fight back: add pumpkin seeds to your diet. Research from the Cleveland Clinic shows their zinc content supports prostate health, reducing inflammation. Snack on a 1/4 cup of roasted, unsalted pumpkin seeds daily. Sprinkle them on oatmeal or salads. Pair this with a quick breathing exercise. Sit quietly, inhale deeply for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 6. Do this twice daily to calm bladder nerves. Tom tried this and cut his urgent trips by half, giving him courage to get screened. Small steps like these can change your future. Start today. Grab some pumpkin seeds and breathe. Comment below if you'll try this trick. Tom's next wake-up call was harder to ignore. Let's find out what it was. Sign number 3 is a dull ache in your lower abdomen that won't quit. Tom, our 62-year-old teacher, felt this nagging discomfort during his morning walks, chalking it up to a pulled muscle. But this ache, often subtle, can signal prostate cancer as the gland swells and presses on nearby tissues. A 2024 study from Stanford University found this symptom in 35% of men over 60 with early prostate cancer, easily mistaken for digestive issues. Ignoring it could mean missing a critical chance to catch the disease early. You can take action today. Add broccoli to your plate. Research from the National Cancer Institute shows sulforaphane in broccoli reduces prostate inflammation and may slow cancer cell growth. Steam a cup of broccoli 3 times a week. Toss it with olive oil and garlic for flavor. Pair this with a 5-minute daily hip flexor stretch. Stand, step 1 foot back, and gently lunge forward to ease pelvic tension. Tom added these habits and felt his ache fade, spurring him to book a doctor's visit. Don't let a small ache become a big problem. Start with broccoli and stretches this week. Comment 3 below if you're ready to try this combo. Tom's next clue hit closer to home. Stay tuned to hear what it was. The 4th sign is trouble sleeping due to frequent nighttime bathroom trips. Tom, our 62-year-old teacher, found himself waking up 3 or 4 times a night to urinate, leaving him exhausted by morning. This issue, called Nocturia, happens when an enlarged prostate squeezes the bladder, triggering constant urges. A 2024 UCLA study found that 45% of men over 60 with early prostate cancer report this symptom, often blaming age or too much water. Ignoring it risks letting cancer progress unnoticed. Here's a simple fix. Try walnuts. A 2023 study from the University of Texas suggests their melatonin content helps regulate sleep and supports prostate health. Eat a small handful, about 10 walnuts 2 hours before bed. Combine this with a nightly ritual. Limit fluids after 7 p.m. and do a 3-minute seated leg lift exercise. Lift 1 leg at a time. Hold for 5 seconds to improve pelvic circulation. Tom adopted these habits, slept better, and gained energy to face his doctor's advice. Don't let sleepless nights steal your health. Start with walnuts and this routine tonight. Comment for below if you'll give it a shot. Tom's next sign was a real shock. Let's see what he faced. Sign number 5 is a persistent feeling of pelvic stiffness or discomfort. Tom, our 62-year-old teacher, noticed this while sitting through his grandson's soccer game, shifting uncomfortably as his pelvis felt tight. The subtle stiffness can signal prostate cancer as the growing gland irritates surrounding tissues. A 2024 study from the Cleveland Clinic found this symptom in 30% of men over 60 with early-stage prostate cancer, often mistaken for arthritis. Ignoring it could delay critical diagnosis. You can act now. Add salmon to your diet. Research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition shows omega-3 fatty acids in salmon reduce pelvic inflammation. Aim for a 4-ounce baked salmon fillet twice a week. Season with lemon and herbs for taste. Pair this with a 5-minute daily pelvic tilt exercise. Lie on your back, knees bent, and gently tilt your pelvis up and down to ease tension. Tom started this routine and felt looser, giving him confidence to discuss it with his doctor. Don't let discomfort become your norm. Try salmon and pelvic tilts this week to take charge. Comment 5 below if you're ready to start. Tom's next clue was unexpected. Stay tuned to hear what he discovered. The 6th sign is unexplained leg swelling or heaviness. Tom, our 62-year-old teacher, noticed his legs felt heavy after a short walk with his dog. Assuming it was just fatigue, this swelling, called edema, can occur when prostate cancer presses on lymph nodes, slowing fluid drainage. A 2024 study from the University of Chicago found this symptom in 25% of men over 60 with early prostate cancer, often overlooked as a circulation issue. Ignoring it could miss a vital warning. Here's a simple step. Add spinach to your meals. Research from the Journal of Urology shows spinach's magnesium helps reduce fluid retention and supports prostate health. Blend a cup of fresh spinach into a morning smoothie or saute it with garlic 3 times a week. Pair this with a 10-minute leg elevation exercise. Lie down. Prop your legs on a pillow above heart level and relax. This boosts circulation and eases swelling. Tom tried this and felt lighter, prompting him to schedule a screening. Don't let heavy legs slow you down. Start with spinach and leg elevation today. Comment 6 below if you'll add this to your routine. Tom's next sign raised even more alarm. Let's uncover what it was. Sign number 7 is a change in bowel habits, like constipation or irregular stools. Tom, our 62-year-old teacher, noticed he was straining more during bathroom visits. Thinking it was just his diet, but an enlarged prostate can press on the rectum, disrupting bowel movements. A 2024 study from the Mayo Clinic found this symptom in 20% of men over 60, with early prostate cancer, often dismissed as aging or stress. Ignoring it could delay catching the disease early. Here's a fix: add flax seeds to your diet. Research from the Journal of Clinical Oncology shows their fiber and lignans support digestion and reduce prostate inflammation. Mix 1 tablespoon of ground flax seeds into yogurt or cereal daily. Grind them fresh for best results. Pair this with a 5-minute daily walk after meals to stimulate digestion and ease pelvic pressure. Tom adopted this routine, saw his bowel habits normalize, and felt empowered to talk to his doctor. Don't let bathroom struggles become your normal. Start with flax seeds and short walks this week. Comment 7 below if you're ready to try this combo. Tom's next clue was a game changer. Stay tuned to hear what happened. Sign number 8 is a subtle loss of appetite or feeling full too quickly. Tom, our 62-year-old teacher, noticed he couldn't finish his favorite steak dinner, blaming it on a smaller stomach with age, but an enlarged prostate can press on nearby organs, affecting digestion signals. A 2024 study from the University of Michigan found this symptom in 15% of men over 60, with early prostate cancer often ignored as a dietary quirk. Overlooking it could miss a key warning. Here's a simple step: add ginger to your routine. Research from the American Journal of Gastroenterology shows ginger boosts appetite and reduces inflammation around the prostate. Brew a cup of ginger tea daily. Slice fresh ginger, steep in hot water for 10 minutes, and add a touch of honey. Pair this with a 5-minute mindfulness exercise. Sit quietly, focus on slow breaths, and picture your body healing. This calms stress that worsens appetite issues. Tom tried this and regained his enjoyment of meals, giving him energy to pursue a screening. Don't let a fading appetite rob your vitality. Start with ginger tea and mindfulness today. Comment 8 below if you'll give it a try. Tom's next sign was a real wake-up call. Let's see what he faced next. Sign number 9 is a slight decrease in muscle strength or stamina. Tom, our 62-year-old teacher, noticed he tired quickly carrying groceries, thinking it was just age slowing him down. But prostate cancer can disrupt hormone balance, leading to muscle weakness. A 2024 study from the University of California found this symptom in 20% of men over 60, with early prostate cancer often mistaken for normal aging. Ignoring it could let the disease progress. Here's a fix: add lentils to your diet. Research from the Journal of Nutrition shows lentils protein and iron boost muscle health and support prostate function. Cook a half cup of lentils into soups or salads 3 times a week. Season with cumin for flavor. Pair this with a 10-minute chair exercise. Sit, lift 1 knee at a time for 30 seconds. Then stand and sit slowly 10 times to build strength. Tom started this and felt stronger, pushing him to get a prostate check. Don't let weakness steal your independence. Try lentils and chair exercises this week. Comment 9 below if you're ready to power up. Tom's next clue was a turning point. Stay tuned to hear what changed. Sign number 10 is a mild but persistent lower back tightness. Tom, our 62-year-old teacher, felt this while gardening, assuming it was just a stiff muscle from bending. But an enlarged prostate can press on nerves, causing this subtle ache. A 2024 study from Duke University found this symptom in 25% of men over 60, with early prostate cancer often brushed off as overexertion. Ignoring it risks missing an early warning. Here's a solution: add turmeric to your diet. Research from the Journal of Oncology shows curcumin and turmeric reduces inflammation around the prostate, easing nerve pressure. Mix a half teaspoon of turmeric into warm milk or soup daily. Add a pinch of black pepper to boost absorption. Pair this with a 5-minute back stretch. Sit on a chair, twist gently to each side, holding for 10 seconds to loosen tightness. Tom adopted this routine, felt relief, and gained confidence to see his doctor. Don't let back tightness become a bigger issue. Start with turmeric and stretches today. Comment 10 below if you'll try this combo. Tom's next sign pushed him to act. Let's find out what it was. Sign number 11 is a slight change in urine flow, like dribbling after you're done. Tom, our 62-year-old teacher, noticed this while using the restroom at a friend's house, thinking it was just a one-off annoyance. But an enlarged prostate can weaken the urethra's control, causing this dribbling. A 2024 study from the University of Texas found this symptom in 30% of men over 60, with early prostate cancer often ignored as a minor issue. Dismissing it could miss a crucial clue. Here's a fix: add pomegranate juice to your routine. Research from the Journal of Urology shows its antioxidants reduce prostate inflammation and improve urinary control. Drink 6 ounces of pure, unsweetened pomegranate juice daily. Dilute with water if it's too tart. Pair this with a 5-minute Kegel exercise. Sit comfortably. Tighten your pelvic muscles for 5 seconds, like stopping urine flow. Then release. Repeating 10 times daily. Tom started this and saw less dribbling, boosting his resolve to get screened. Don't let small leaks become big worries. Try pomegranate juice and Kegels this week. Comment 11 below if you're ready to take action. Tom's final sign was the tipping point. Stay tuned for the last clue. Sign number 12 is a vague sense of fatigue that lingers despite rest. Tom, our 62-year-old teacher, felt drained after light chores, like mowing the lawn, blaming it on getting older. But prostate cancer can sap energy by disrupting hormone levels. A 2024 study from the University of Pennsylvania found this symptom in 35% of men over 60, with early prostate cancer often dismissed as stress or age. Ignoring it could let the disease advance. Here's a solution: add chia seeds to your diet. Research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition shows their omega-3 south and fiber boost energy and reduce prostate inflammation. Mix 1 tablespoon of chia seeds into a glass of water or yogurt daily. Soak them for 10 minutes first. Pair this with a 10-minute morning sun exposure routine. Stand outside, face the sun, and breathe deeply to increase vitamin D, which supports energy and prostate health. Tom tried this, felt more alert, and finally got his prostate screened. Catching cancer early. Don't let fatigue steal your days. Start with chia seeds and sunlight today. Comment 12 below if you'll try this combo. Tom's journey saved his life. Let's wrap up his story next. What if one small change today could save your life tomorrow? I'm Dr. Will Smith, and we've just walked through Tom's journey, a 62-year-old teacher who ignored subtle signs like bladder issues, leg swelling, and fatigue, thinking they were just part of aging. But those clues led him to a prostate cancer diagnosis. The good news: by catching it early, Tom turned fear into action and is now thriving. Let's wrap up the 12 early signs of prostate cancer most men over 60 miss and give you clear steps to take control of your health today. First, let's revisit Tom's story. At 62, Tom was active teaching, gardening, walking his dog. But small changes crept in: a bladder that never felt empty, urgent bathroom trips, pelvic stiffness, and a nagging backache. He brushed them off, like many of you might, blaming age or stress. Then came leg swelling, weaker muscles, and constant tiredness. These weren't random, they were prostate cancer's whispers. A 2024 American Cancer Society report says 1 in 8 men over 60 will face this disease, with over 30,000 deaths last year. Tom could have been one of them, but he listened, acted, and got screened. His early diagnosis meant treatment worked, and today, he's back to coaching his grandson's soccer team, full of energy. Now, let's sum up the 12 signs we covered with simple actions you can start today. Sign 1: that nagging bladder fullness. Drink cranberry juice daily and do pelvic stretches. 2. Sudden urges to urinate. Snack on pumpkin seeds and try calming breaths. 3. Lower abdominal aches. Eat broccoli and stretch your hips. 4. Nighttime bathroom trips. Add walnuts and limit evening fluids. 5. Pelvic stiffness. Bake salmon and do pelvic tilts. 6. Leg swelling. Blend spinach smoothies and elevate your legs. 7. Irregular bowels. Mix in flax seeds and walk after meals. 8. Fading appetite. Sip ginger tea and practice mindfulness. 9. Weaker muscles. Cook lentils and try chair exercises. 10. Lower back tightness. Use turmeric and twist gently. 11. Dribbling urine. Drink pomegranate juice and do Kegels. 12. Lingering fatigue. Add chia seeds and get morning sunlight. Why act now? If you ignore these signs, like Tom almost did, prostate cancer can grow silently. The National Cancer Institute says late-stage detection cuts survival rates from 98% to under 30%. That's the difference between watching your grandkids grow up or facing hospital stays and uncertainty. But here's the flip side. Simple habits can slash your risk. A 2024 Harvard study found diets rich in fruits, vegetables, and omega-3s like the foods we mentioned lower prostate cancer risk by up to 20%. Pair that with light exercise like 10-minute stretches or walks and regular screenings, and you're building a fortress against this disease. Tom's proof. These small steps gave him clarity to seek help, and now he's stronger than ever. As a doctor, I've seen too many men wait until it's too late. Prostate cancer doesn't shout, it whispers. Those whispers: stiffness, fatigue, bathroom changes are your body begging for attention. Don't ignore them. Start with one habit. Today, maybe it's a handful of walnuts or a short walk. Then, call your doctor and ask about a prostate screening. The American Urological Association recommends annual checks for men over 55, especially if you have a family history. It's a 5-minute blood test or exam that could add years to your life. Tom's regret wasn't the cancer, it was waiting so long to act. Here's my challenge to you: don't let another day pass without taking control. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe to Quality Senior Living. Comment A if this inspired you, or B if you want more tips. Let me know your age and one health concern, and I'll make a video just for you. Share this with a friend or family member, it could save their life. Ignoring these signs is like ignoring a smoke alarm in your house. Act now, and you could be like Tom, back to living fully, not just surviving. Thank you for joining me today. Your health is worth fighting for. Next up, we'll tackle how to boost your energy after 60. Hit subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss it. Here's the shocking truth. Every man over 60 is at risk, but only those who listen will win. Stay strong, stay proactive, and I'll see you in the next video.